day's going good, and I hope that the weather is making it even more sweeter. Just on my way back home. Just finished a seated exercise session. These are sessions that I didn't particularly enjoy doing when I first started, but I've definitely started to enjoy them a lot more because I've made them my own, and they're no longer necessarily the quote-unquote seated exercise sessions. They're more of a breath and stretch session, which I'm just completely in my element of doing because I do it myself anyway. But being able to see people reap the rewards of breathing, not only just breathing but stretching as well, it's pretty cool. But I wanted to talk about, I guess I wanted to talk a bit about fasting and why I believe everybody should step into this space, because we've all been bombarded with foods, consuming things that are not for us by design. And fasting is a sure way of being able to reclaim back your power, your integrity, and your truth. So I guess if fasting is something you've been utilizing for a while, whether it be fasting from like a digital fast or fasting from other things other than food and drink, maybe this is your time to now step into a space of removing those things that don't serve you. And maybe observing as well when you have those foods that are not good for you, and you having it in a knowing of these particular things are not good for you, maybe seeing how you feel, if you're able to feel how you truly feel, maybe seeing how you feel and then seeing why you may be consuming the things that you're consuming at the time you're consuming the things that you're consuming, because that will be a telltale of why you may be reaching for those things that are not in true alignment for you. Yes, I know many people have their own sort of reasons to consume certain things, but I believe there is a universal truth, and I believe that by going against the universal laws, you'll pay the universal price. And if you're aware of the amount of people that get sick, and I'm not talking about physically sick, I'm talking mentally sick. I bet you know a handful of people that may not be all good, and maybe they're living a similar lifestyle to you, but maybe you don't feel those effects as of yet. But believe me, it's only a matter of time. So yes, although you may feel like you can run as far as you can run and lift whatever you can lift in the gym, feel like you have no sort of mental issues, whether it be anxiety or depression. But if you continue on that wheel of consumption of those foods that are not aligned with you, then believe me, it's just a matter of time. And when that time does come, and I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody, but when that time does come, I believe that you'll probably want to be doing everything you possibly can to ensure your health is at the best possible place. And at that point, it will feel like a chore. So I always encourage people that are feeling somewhat okay to their acknowledgement to step into this space of cleaning themselves up. Now, fortunately for me, I was able to do that. I wasn't on my last legs, or I wasn't in hospital, or wasn't going through anything like that. Definitely tell you it's night and day difference when you start cleaning your vessel up. And yes, there's levels and there's layers. It's not an overnight thing, it's not a month thing, it's not a year thing. It takes time to do. So as long as you're not focused necessarily on the end goal, but more happy to experience the journey of it, it's a different type of experience, as opposed to somebody that's got a lot of health problems or a few health problems, and they're just seeking the end goal of feeling better, being better. It's a longer road, trust me, it's a longer road. But yes, we're all at different levels, we all have different layers, we all had a different lifestyle, we all have different experiences. But what do you truly want for your life? And again, I'm on my own journey. I'm still journeying the journey, but I'm not looking at the end goal. I'm not trying to be in a particular place, because I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the feeling of tranquility, peacefulness. I mean, isn't that what most people want when I'm already living that? So yes, the finances will be nice to accommodate the experiences of life that I want to experience, but it's not the end or be all. It's not something that I need right now. I'm patient enough to wait, to experience, just to feel the present moments. We're meant to be human beings, not so much human doings. And with the way the world is set up around money, I can acknowledge that there may be some things we need to do. You know, if somebody was to pay to take what I have an inner knowing about, to take the memories and the information that I have, and in the price of that, I don't have them anymore. Like it's a no from me. Like no amount of money, like it's priceless to what I've experienced, to what I have an inner knowing about. Like no amount of money can take that from me. You know, when I first started my first ever fast cleanse detox, it was in March 2021 during lockdown. I think it was 2021 or 2020. And I went juicing straight up until October. first time ever, and I just went for it because it was a new experience. My health wasn't on the line. I was curious. I'm an experimenter. I like to journal what I'm experiencing. It was new, very, very new. But I was guided by the Creator, guided with the intelligence, the intuition to do what I did. They say, seek and you shall find. If you seek, best believe it's a matter of time for you to find. You know, waiting patiently, waiting until you have things in order for that perfect time to do the thing, whatever your cleanse or fast looks like, is never gonna happen. It's just something that you'd have to do. You just have to take yourself on that journey. You have to take the steps, because guess what? Nobody's gonna do it for you. And guess what? I can assure you that once you're committed to doing it, your life will never actually be the same. Your life will never be the same. Did I ever think that I would go vegan? No. Did I ever think that I would give up the things that I believed to enjoy at the time I was consuming them? No. Did I ever anticipate going raw? No. Like that, if anything, that was one of the things that I said that isn't gonna happen. But when you start firing up those cells that have been dormant for so long, when you start cleaning that vessel that had been under destruction for so long, best believe things change. Change happens when change is made. You know, you may be walking around feeling dull, feeling lethargic, feeling cloudy, feeling pain, having anxiety, feeling depressed. Yeah, I had anxiety, I had depression at particular times in my life. Did I get diagnosed for them? No. But I was aware enough at the time to acknowledge that these things weren't right. More the anxiety, I think. It was more the anxiety. But I would say I was probably, well, yeah, I was definitely depressed. I think I was depressed. But maybe I wasn't. Or maybe I'm just comparing myself to what we're told is depression or whatever. And actually going through certain life experiences doesn't mean you have the same experiences as everybody else, you know? Because this is your journey. This is nobody else's journey. Nobody can tell you how you feel. And believe it or not, my life is just getting better and better. Yes, I may be getting older in age, but I don't feel older. I feel good. I feel pretty good. You know, if someone was to ask, am I happy? I'm happy. I'm very happy. But the happiness that people believe to be happiness is having a smile on your face and all the time, but there's a lot of energy, you know, smiling 24/7. Like, I'm at a place of peace, tranquility, I don't need to be smiling from cheek to cheek all the time. Yes, there may be moments where maybe I see someone, I'll smile. That's exercise in itself, smiling. But I'm good, and I have, in my life, I have nothing to prove to anybody. I don't feel like I need to prove myself to anybody. I don't feel like I need to do particular things for the acknowledgement of other people. Like, I'm not a people pleaser. Like, honestly, I have nothing. Nobody drives me to do anything. Like, I'm just not in that space. If I don't want to do it, I say, yo, I'm not going to do it. Like, saying no is not a problem for me. I'd probably say maybe stems from the experiences of life that I've had. And now I'm just like, a lot of things really don't matter. A lot of things are not deeper than you think they are. Like, nothing's actually that deep. No matter what you're going through, nothing's actually that deep. You make it deep. You make it deeper than it needs to be. Because you're judging everything. You're sitting on things, you're sitting on information. Like, you can just observe things. There's been a few experiences in my life where I couldn't even relate to other people because they hadn't had the same experience as me, as far as I'm aware. So it was just my own experience. And I remember being like down a period of time especially when like my previous partner passed away, and even when my twins passed away. Like, because I didn't have people that experienced the same things as me, it was hard to judge that experience. And I remember crying, and I got to a point thinking, oh, am I meant to be drinking myself to, I don't know, not to death, but am I meant to be like taking drugs or something? Because that's what you see on TV. That's what you see. And I remember crying, and I just stopped thinking, I don't even want to cry. I remember saying, I don't even want to cry, to myself. Obviously, I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I was like, I don't even want to cry. And then I just stopped. And for me, the blessing has been experiencing things in its raw, pure form, experiencing things with nobody around me. That's for me, that's what worked for me. So I had the option of having people around. I had people offering to come and see me, spend time with me, but I didn't want that. And I feel like I intuitively knew that if I'm able to deal with this when it's just happened without external influences, I've only got my own experience and my own inner feelings to be able to judge and get through this situation, as opposed to having people around you saying, can't believe this has happened, and you know, they're putting their energy onto you now. They're sharing that energy with you, and if you're already in a vulnerable place, you pick up a lot more stuff, and you're unaware of the stuff that you're picking up. So yeah, can't remember where I was going with that what I was saying. But yeah, if not now, when? If not who? If not you, who? Like, are you gonna be the person in your family to step up, to show out, to change the routine, to change the structure? Are you already feeling like you're the odd one out? Because being the odd one out is okay. Like, you embrace it. I own it. And actually, people come to me for loads of things these days. It's not that bad. And you have to remember, you're not the only one. There's support out there. There are people out there that are willing to share, that are willing to communicate with you. This is why I show up and do my videos, like, because I'm a sharer of information. I'm a sharer of information, especially my own experiences. Like me being able to just do what I'm doing, live my own life is fine. But I enjoy sharing information. It's free information. We all have the ability, we all have access to it. But you might not be able to access it because you're not clean enough to receive the information. You're not in alignment to receive the information. You're not abiding by the universal laws to get the information. We all have a choice, but best believe cause and effect is real. So decide for yourself, what do you want to do? If you're someone that's been following for a while, waiting for the right time, wanting to do the thing, it just has to be a do the thing. What are we waiting for? The perfect time is not, the perfect time is all the time. We judge things by how we feel. A bad thing happens, wrong place, wrong time. But for your journey, for your path, for, like I said, there's cause and effect. So nothing happens by coincidence. There's lessons to be learned in everything. Me driving right now, being on live, there's still lessons to be learned. I'm observant, I'm open, I'll forever be a student. The moment you put a cap on thinking you know it all, doesn't matter what qualifications you have, you might feel like you know it all. You may feel like because you're in a place of work and particular job and somebody's not got the same paid job as you, you feel like you're more than them. There's not a single soul in this world that I believe is higher than me or below me. Not a single soul. So no matter what you're earning, no matter where you are, it doesn't matter. Like, genuinely doesn't matter to me. I will treat everybody exactly the same. I'll remove myself from situations that don't feel in alignment. I have the beauty of being able to feel how I feel. Like, I'm good no matter where I'm at. Are you? Do you want the change? Do you want to change how you feel? Because believe me, heaven and hell is, we're here, we're living in heaven and hell. There are many people living in hell. There are many people that are living in heaven. We're too busy looking outside of ourselves when everything starts from inside ourselves. We're so busy trying to form relationships with everybody else when we have no relationship with self. You need to be self-aware enough to know these things. You need to be accountable for your life and everything that happens. So no matter if you're with someone and they treat you a particular way, you need to be accountable for the way that they're treating you, because you have the decision to decide whether you want to stay in that or remove yourself from that. Nobody can hold you to that. Yes, I understand there's different types of experiences in this life, but you have a choice. What do you want? Are you living in fear? You living with guilt? Do you feel like your freedom has been taken away from you? Are you running by pride? Are you running with ego? most people will say, you need to have a bit of pride, you need to have the ego, it needs to be there. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. And I'm speaking on my own experience. It really doesn't have to be there. Once you can release that, you can free yourself. When you're not ruled by food and you're not ruled by sex, you can free yourself. You know, if you feel triggered by anything that I'm saying, you gotta ask yourself why. Because on a subconscious level, your true self knows, and that's why there's a bit of friction. Because what I'm saying is challenging you. I'm just a mirror. Everyone around you is a mirror. If you see someone that has less money than you, you may feel good about that. Like, that's not cool, man. Like, because you feel better than somebody else because you don't feel good within yourself. You need the justification of being better than other people to make you feel good about yourself. The ego, like, it's not cool. It's not cool. Like, I'm in a space of just giving. I never used to be in a place of just giving, but the more and more I've gone deeper into my journey, like, I would say I've changed a lot in terms of not changed, like, my personality hasn't changed. I guess it's probably altered slightly, but it's in more of an alignment and it's in more of a high vibration. Don't get angry. Like, don't get angry. Or I should say, I haven't been angry for a very, 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 very long time, and I'm talking years. Could something tip me over the edge? Maybe. I'm only human. I don't think I'm special. I don't feel like I'm more special than anybody else. Like I said, I'm just living my journey. I'm sharing my experiences. You know, for those that want to hear, yes, these videos don't have the perfect background. They won't be edited. They just get uploaded. That's just the information that I'm sharing. I don't need to do all that fancy stuff because I'm not trying to gain anything. All I'm trying to do is share information. So I don't need to do all that fancy stuff. The only fancy thing I'm doing, I've just brought myself a microphone just to make the quality a little bit better, so that there's no interference with like cars driving by or noise, so you can just hear me. That's it. Nothing else. That won't change. But yeah, I think I will finish off this video. It's nearly half an hour. I will save it and I will post it. Not straight away, but I will post it. Just about to head back, do a bit of gardening. And yeah, if you're new here, you're watching. If you're new here and subscribed, believe me, the information that I share will definitely do something for your life. I can pretty much put anything on that, because truth is truth and truth always prevails. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you did join the live, appreciate you joining, and there's definitely a reason as to why you joined. Nothing is coincidental. And yeah, I have plenty of content on Instagram. I have a WhatsApp group. I have an Instagram community group. These are all free things. Tap in if you feel called to. whether you do or whether you don't, it's really nothing on me. But I do believe that the information shared can definitely do a lot for you, and that's that. But apart from that, have an amazing rest of the day, whatever you're up to, whatever you're doing, and I will catch you on the next one.